I am Dr. Lori Hobson, motivational speaker, life coach, and author, and founder of Resilience International. I am a speaker. My topic is resilience, and that is my area of expertise. Now, not everyone knows what a life coach is, and the best way for me to explain that is to tell you the differences between a life coach and, say, a therapist. A therapist gets background information and develops a plan for treatment. And a therapist is usually solving a problem for someone. They call it a presenting problem. A life coach has the client take a look at their own life, what they're satisfied with, what they're not satisfied with, what's a priority for them to change, and what they don't really feel like they have to change. And then those things that they are not satisfied with, that are a priority to change, the life coach helps the client to develop a strategy based on what they are willing to do to make those life changes. So basically the difference is I meet the client where they are, and we're not solving a problem, we're improving a life. I named my company Resilience because it is the Latin origin of the word resilience. Now, everybody knows what resilience is. Resilience is being tough. Resilience is being able to bounce back from adversity. The word resilience means to rebound. And the scholar in me, the doctor in me, just loves using that Latin origin. And I also love the fact that the word resilience originated in the year 1620, which means even the word is resilient. I got started in my career in 1982 after I completed my master's degree in counseling. So I do have a background in counseling and therapy. I worked as a counselor and therapist for 30 years. And 2 years ago, I stepped out on faith and began my life coaching business. What has kept me in my career for as long as I've been is the fact that I am an empathetic person by nature. And because of that, I can feel a little minuscule part of what everyone who comes to me feels, which makes me a great counselor, makes me a great therapist, and makes me a great life coach. Now, the reason that I made the move from therapy to life coaching is because of that empathy. After a while, that becomes pretty draining, to feel when you go through hundreds or thousands of people and you feel a little piece of what they feel, it becomes kind of draining. And so with life coaching, you don't go so much into people's pain. When I wanted to make a change, I have considerable amount of really good clinical counseling skills, and I wanted to be able to use them. But I also wanted it to be less of a drain. So I decided that I would use my clinical skills as a life coach so I can help people to improve their lives as opposed to live through pain and solve problems. Now, eventually, what I'd like to do is to work with a team of life coaches who each of us have our own specific message. And we will then, I will always speak and coach on resilience, and perhaps I have someone else who speaks and coaches on financial security, and someone else who speaks and coaches on relationships, things like that. I would like to one day grow to the point where I'm doing that. But right now, Dr. Lori is the company. My motto is, I will be president of your fan club until you are ready to take over. Okay, and it's important to me that people learn to be president of your own fan club. Because think about it. If you can take that president with you everywhere you go, those people who take pot shots at you, those people who want to hurt you, can't hurt you. I discovered many years ago that I have a light that attracts people. And most of the time that is fantastic. People like me, they want to talk to me, they want to be in my presence, they care about what I think. It's great. However, I've learned that there's a small segment of the population who are also attracted to my light, but they want to put it out. And so I used to, years ago, try to be a little bit less of who I am so those people could be comfortable and they wouldn't be mean. And then I realized I couldn't hide my light. And I decided to embrace my light. And now I don't worry about those people. What I would offer a client to improve or hasten their life improving experience would be to be sincere with me and with yourself about what you are willing to do. I love butterflies. Anytime you see Dr. Lori, look for the butterfly. It'll be around my wrist, around my neck, in my ears, somewhere there will be a butterfly. Now the reason that I admire butterflies is because they are amazingly resilient creatures, and you know I'm an expert on resilience. A caterpillar doesn't just crawl into a cocoon and sprout wings. That's not what happens. What happens is the caterpillar goes through a process that is called instar. I love that name as well. It's called instar. And what happens is that caterpillar goes into a cocoon and it's turned to mush during that instar period. And then it reemerges as this complete, beautiful, resilient creature that can fly. And the reason that I like them so much is because I've been through my own instar experience. When I met people who didn't like that light that I had that's attractive to people, when people were mean to me because of who I am, that was my instar experience. And that's why my coaching clients are called my instar clients, because usually they are people who either are going through an instar experience or have been through an instar experience, and they want to come out as butterflies.